please come to midfield. Form a semicircle around the Steelhawk.
Zoom out a little bit, Chris, just so we can get all the players and everything. Keep on going. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to ask your patience for a few short moments. This past weekend, we were shocked, saddened by the sudden death of one of our own in the football community, Mr. Rob Greb. He was a long-time football coach player, but to us, we all knew him as one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet, and he was also one of our referees. This time, I'm going to pass the mic off to Judge Paul Condon, and he's going to say a few words on behalf of the Football Referees Association.
The football community is mourning the sudden and unexpected passing of Rob Greb, a respected and dedicated official who touched the lives of many within the sport. We offer our sincere sympathy and condolences to his family, loved ones, and friends. Rob was known for his unwavering commitment to football and his passion for playing, coaching, and officiating, spending many years contributing to the sport. Rob was highly regarded and respected among coaches, players, and fellow officials, known for his professionalism and fair decision-making. Rob was a valued member of the football community, fostering positive relationships and supporting others involved in the sport. The Sault Ste. Marie Football Officials Association would like to honor him by leaving the position of head referee vacant for the first play of the game. I ask that you please rise and share with us a moment of silence for Rob and his family. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Captains?
All right, folks, welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sault Ste. Marie High School football on Sioux Sports TV from Superior Heights John Wayne Flat Field in Sault Ste. Marie. Game features tonight the White Pines Wolverines against the Superior Heights Steelhawks. And if you're tuning in just a little bit late or were able to watch and we were pretty quiet on here, we had a little bit of a tribute for Rob Grev, who recently passed away, a longtime official, coach, and mentor for a lot of people, including myself. So it was a very nice tribute. And we just had the coin toss with the referees. Superior Heights won. They elected to receive the ball, and White Pines has just kicked off. Ball was mishandled by number 40 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. And I can't see the number just yet, but we're going to get a number 2 for the White Pines, for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Anthony Charters down, and number 55 for the White Pines Wolverines, Lucas Evans with the tackle. Liam, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
Oh, ready to go. Ready to watch another good night of football here, eh?
Yeah, so White Pines is rebuilding their whole program. They had an influx of grade 9, so they're able to, last year they fielded a team, but had some shortages and were unable to play a lot of the games and had controlled scrimmages, but this year so far they've been good. And it's a snap from number 7, Nick Joseph, hand off to number 22, Riker Gibbs, and tackled.
Hand off 22, Riker Gibbs.
We're just waiting for a number for getting a turn here. Number 99, Brody Marchand.
Number 99, the Wolverines.
Nice carry there for Riker Gibbs. I haven't seen Riker Gibbs carry the football so far this year. It's been a lot of Noah Lesession and Dominic Ryan for the Steelhawks. So nice to see some new numbers getting the ball.
Yeah, I think Coach Klooster's trying to get his team ready and have everybody available. So you don't want to have to depend on just one person. But
great play there.
Gets a couple yards before being stopped.
It looks like Eli Clowater, number 14, with the carry, and number 94 for the White Pines Wolverines, Max Nolan with the tackle.
Nice play by Nolan to kind of fly on the right side there and stonewall Clowater. That way he couldn't get any yards after contact, so setting up a third down here for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, so we got 3rd down and 4. Pitch to the outside to Clowater, and he slipped on the ground and be able to get tagged down by Landon Bello.
Touchdown by number 8, Landon Bello.
Nice little gift there for the White Pines Wolverines. Maybe some of the rain earlier on.
Yeah, you know what? It depends on the cleats that they're wearing too, right? So some of these kids are wearing soccer cleats, and the spikes are a little bit longer, or you're on turf. It makes a little bit of a difference. So it's 4th down, and looks like Coach Klooster has elected to go for it here. And fake handoff, covered by number 44. And he got out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by number 29, Caden Eater.
It'll be close here.
Yeah, that was awful close. It looks like he was short, to be honest with you.
Number 6.
Looks like he was a half-yard short.
Good acceleration there from Nick Joseph trying to get to the edge. I thought number 44 for White Pines. I don't have a number on my sheet here, but
that looks to be a half a yard short.
Yep. Good early stand for the Wolverines defense.
Yeah, Nick Joseph decided he was going to get out of bounds, but if he had watched knew where his marker was, he would have not got there. So looks like White Pines is going to take over on downs. Coach Klooster walking onto the field looking for I don't know what he's doing on the field, but there's no timeout right now, so.
I think he's wondering what the spot was. Well, now the sticks have moved if it's a first down for Superior, but I don't think it was.
I don't even know the referees know what's going on here.
Everyone's kind of just looking at each other.
They had marked him a half yard short. They can't go turn this back and give him the ball. They marked him short.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah, I know, but that's not where the spot was up here from what we were looking at, folks. This spot was about, based on where the sticks were. They've moved the sticks now, so they can't go back and change this now.
Yeah, even Superior's defense is out on the field ready to go. And looks like they're They're giving the first
Wow,
down.
that's
crazy.
wrong. That's just that's I know everything's going on today, but that's just that's not right. Somebody's got to take advantage, know where the spot is. The officials got to mark the spot, and that was definitely not a first down. You can see where they spotted the ball. The original sticks were on that side of the 52-yard line. They were it was between the 51 and the 52-yard line, and they ended up giving them a first down for that when they shouldn't have. That was an incorrect play. Number 22 with the handoff for St. Mary's, Riker Gibbs, tackled by number 9, Blake Hopkins.
Another good rush there by Riker Gibbs, going forward for a head for about 4 yards. About 4 yards. Yeah, I fully agree with you, Ray. You get they brought the defense out. They marked them short, and then you
it's
move
up to the line judge to mark the spot, and it's up to the referee to go up and see where it is. And I'm sure there's no malice made here by the referees. It's just not, being on the same page with each other here. So Nick Joseph back to throw the ball, and he's picked it off. He got picked off there by number 29 for the White Pines Wolverines, Caden Eater.
Picked off, number 29, Caden Eater for the Wolverines, 1st and 10, White Pines.
Well, we've seen multiple times throughout this early season that Nick Joseph likes to go to his left when he's throwing. So he likes to roll out to his offside, and he kind of rolled out to his left there and then didn't plant his feet. He kind of made a jump throw trying to get it over the top, and great job there to recognize that, read the quarterback's eyes, and create a turnover for your team, right?
Well, you know what? That's good karma, because now, that was the incorrect call originally, and he threw the interception, so there was no harm done. You hate to see if the official makes a mistake, then, it's points, right? And there's no points there, so, that kind of worked out, and it bounced out, so.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
What's the saying, Ray? Ball don't lie?
Yes, sir.
White Pines from their own 48.
So White Pines with their first opportunity.
Ooh.
Overthrown pass there by Seamus Cochran. Tried for Landon Bello there. Incomplete.
Second down.
We saw a really, really nice run by Seamus Cochran last week as he kind of took matters into his own hands and it was 2 stiff arms, right? It was 2 stiff arms down the sideline for a touchdown, which was White Pine's only touchdown of the day. So I'd like to see Seamus Cochran develop here and take a next step forward and maybe get put some more points up on the board today for the Wolverines.
'87 with the carry for White Pines, and
terrific play.
Caught and dragged up, and I'm not sure. I can't see.
It looks like Riley Maj as he came flying down from in the secondary.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Riley Maj with the first tackle for Superior Heights.
That was a terrific play. As he flew down and made sure Brody Boisvenu wasn't going anywhere.
So a bit of a setback here for the White Pines offense. A loss of 4 yards on that play. Seamus Cochran from the gun, getting ready to take the snap.
Looked like some interference in the middle of the field right there by number 55.
Yeah, he's throwing to a spot there, and I think he's rushing his throw just a little bit. He's got to get set and let his players run their route. And
yeah, I don't mind a quarterback that's going to try to anticipate kind of where a receiver's supposed to be. It's good anticipation, but unfortunately, you got to anticipate it when you have your feet set, right? As soon as you start to become like that little happy feet, it's difficult to.
Yeah, so White Pines has number 26, Mohammed Shiraz, kicking the ball off. Caught, and had his own player run him over, but White Pines number 8, Landon Bello, in to touch the down player. So bit of a bumpy start for both offenses here today, but it's junior football. Everybody's learning.
I don't even want to call it sloppy just because there hasn't been any penalties yet.
Yeah, it's not so much sloppy, just inexperience. You got grade 9s that. Don't forget we had those COVID years where some of them missed out on playing some minor football potentially. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of kids on the White Pines team that didn't play minor football, and they're just out, and good for them for coming out and trying out and being part of something. So Joseph with a quick handoff up the middle, wrapped up by a host of White Pines defenders, including Brody Marchand and number 94, Max Nolan.
Nice job by the defense there to swarm Eli Lowater, let him get to that second level. And you're right, the COVID years stopped a lot of people from playing minor football, but I know my parents played high school football. Unfortunately, the high school I was at, we didn't have a high school football program, and I feel like it's such a valuable part of high school, right, to get that high school football experience. So good for these kids on coming out.
So Nick Joseph under center for Superior Heights, 6:15 to go. 2nd and 8. He's got somebody out there. Caught, and that's number 12.
That's number 12, Finn Laxo.
Finn Laxo with the catch, and looks like he's about 1.5 yards short. Number 13 for White Pines on the tackle, Gage Pine.
Yeah, that was a nice little comeback route there by Laxo, and good job by Nick Joseph to kind of keep his eyes down the field. Good timing on that comeback route, and then set yourself up here for a good 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle to number 22, Riker Gibbs again, and it looks like he's got enough for a first down. Tackled by number 44 for the White Pines Wolverines, and we don't have a 44 on our list. So
that's 2 times today where we've called his number and we haven't been able to shout him out name-wise.
I'll have to send a message to the White Pines staff and make sure. I got a pretty direct connection there to the head coach. So.
Oh yeah.
He's my son.
Yeah, I know, I knew that.
So another handoff here to number 14. Eli Clowater gets enough for a first down before he's pushed out of bounds by number 8, Landon Bello.
Nice job there by Clowater to put his foot into the ground and recognize that, hey, I got the whole right side of the field to go to, and then knowing where the sticks are, just running a little bit past them and getting a nice gain of 10 yards.
So, Coach Bazwa shouting instructions out to his players. Nick Joseph under center, 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. Away from the White Pines 39. Pass up in the air. Whoa. Defended by number 30 for the White Pines Wolverines. Not sure who that is either. So
we're missing some names up here. Yeah, I don't know if that was a little route miscommunication just based off of where he was spacing-wise, but pretty high throw there from Nick Joseph. I'm sure he'll want that one back.
So we got 2nd down, I believe. Handoff up the middle. And number 94 for the White Pines Wolverines, Max Nolan, making his presence felt early here with his 3rd tackle of the game already. His dad was a former standout hockey player in the OHL, Al Nolan, and currently with the Anishtabek Police down in Garden River. So shout out to Al if he's watching and not being able to be at his son's game today.
Well, nice thing that we have that number, Max Nolan. We've called his name a couple times, and good job there on, again, shutting Clowater down up at the line of scrimmage, causing some good penetration. 3rd and long here for the Steelhawks.
So he went, looks like he bit inside there, and that's not good. No, that pass is incomplete. He's scrambling to that side again, but he had some pressure there by 44.
We don't have that number.
No, that's one of the ones I've asked for. I sent them a note down. So.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully we get that name for everyone soon. So White Pines defense has done a good job on the edge there because I think they recognize that Nick Joseph, on almost all of his pass throws, he will scroll out to that left side because he does such a good job faking the handoff. So
yeah, I don't see Noah Decision today. So that he was an integral part of their offense last year. I can't see that far over on the sideline or if they're holding him back, but getting their players some playing time. But number 6 here with a terrific grab, Seamus Cochran, or that's number 8, my bad, Landon Bello. Or do they have 2 numbers out there?
No, that's Landon Bello.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That was a nice grab. That was a nice spiral kick, and way to use your hands and pull that one in. So
White Pines will get the ball down deep in their end zone with 3:22 here to play in the first quarter.
Would love to see Seamus Cochran run this football, just based off of last week. I just want to see him run the football. Good, strong runner.
Yeah, you know what? With junior football, you just never know. And both teams are coming out and playing good defense, stopping each other. And, you know, we've only had one turnover so far, but that's a couple of good punts we've seen now from junior football, and you don't see that too often. So it looks like White Pines is going to take over from just inside their own 10-yard line around the 8. Seamus Cochran back at quarterback in the gun.
There he is.
Holding the ball himself. Running forward. And there's a host of defenders.
Running right along the line of scrimmage.
Little laundry comes in there at the end. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You never hard to tell. Could be a face mask, could be a hold, could be something. Not sure. Look for referee Fitzpatrick to give us the nod. And he's at the penalty. He's definitely against Superior Heights. He's asking the White Pines captain for what they want.
Yeah, based off of that, I'm imagining it was a face mask.
Rough play against Superior Heights. That'll be the 15-yard variety, I would imagine. So it's going to give White Pines an automatic first down. Rough play. Horse collar was the tackle, so it was not a face mask, but a horse collar nonetheless. Still 15 yards for both of those penalties.
Yep, it'll be, I believe it's 15 after, at the end of the run as well. So good job by Seamus Cochran to, again, run hard up and fight through some contact, and then obviously you get 15 extra yards for you're rewarded, right? So
yeah, so they're going to get the ball first down on their own 26-yard line.
That's good. They're out of that danger zone behind the 10-yard line, right? So now you can run your offense. Now you can open up your playbook a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Seamus Cochran back in the gun. Handoff to number 29, trying to break some tackles. Tackled by a host of, looks like Tatum Russian with the tackle for Superior Heights.
We've seen Tatum Russian run the football as well sometimes for the Steelhawks, but no him or LeSession so far in this football game. No Dominic Ryan either so far running the football. So some carriers that are some new football carriers.
Yeah, I don't know. There seems to be a group of players just standing over there with. There's a couple without helmets, but there's a couple just waiting for their turn. And I see those green shoes. That might be Lecision over there. Coach Glusser just getting an idea of how his all of his players play and getting them some playing time here early. Cochran back to pass. Great catch. Number 8, Landon Bello, complete. And that looks like another tackle by number 5 for Superior Heights, Riley Maj.
Nice throw there, and good strong grab by Bello just to go down and get that football. And I love the throw from Cochran. Put it low, make sure the receiver can't jump that. Sorry, the corner can't jump that route, right? And now you're 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and long. So good completion there for Cochran.
Yeah, you got able to get 4 yards on that one. Pass to number 13, Gage Pine.
Ooh.
Nice little pass to 13, Gage
Looks like he's got enough for a first down, and White Pines is moving the ball with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 good throws there from Cochran. I like the play call there. Get it out wide, get blockers in front.
Just trying to catch here who made the tackle. After that run in.
Good enough for a White Pines first down, just under 30 seconds remaining.
Looked like that was a tackle by on the outside here by number 6, Michael Bishop.
First time we've called his name, and I'm sure it won't be the last, as we've called his name a bunch before in our prior games.
Another handoff here. Landon Bello trying to make things happen there, but I think he got stuffed in the backyard there. Backfield, and it looks like he's going to be a loss for about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 14
believe it was the 80.
I like Landon Bello trying to make something happen there. Good little jab step to get around one, but good job by the Steelhawks to swarm and not let him go anywhere. So
Yeah, you know what? There was some good tackling over there. I didn't get a chance to see who exactly it was, but, you know, they're trying to – it's got up to the offensive line to try and make those blocks and, you know, get some receivers out there, and they got to be making those blocks, and that's part of their offense. So, back back. No, over the head of his intended receiver.
For Bello again.
I'm not sure if they just mixed up, but it was close to being pass interference.
yeah, it was close. It was a bit. Maybe they're saying it was almost uncatchable just because it was behind them and high, but I don't.
Yeah, but if you hit somebody from behind, you're not letting them jump up either. So
Yeah, no, it was difficult. It was difficult to see from our vantage point as well, just because we're on the far side of the field. But nonetheless, it's going to be. I believe it's going to be third and about 14 here.
yeah,
for the
and we're
Wolverines.
flipping the dish here, so that'll conclude the end of the first quarter. We're going to have White Pines take over on the north end of the field here at the 35-yard line of their own, and it'll be, I think, it's third and 12, looks like, so based on where they've put the down markers.
I like what I've seen so far from both defenses, swarming the ball carrier, not making many mistakes. It's looked good on both sides of the ball here defensively.
Yeah, looks like everybody's getting some playing time here and trying to learn all these new roles, and this is the great part about watching junior football, the development, and seeing kids progress year after year. So
Whoa.
looks like Seamus Cochran, player getting impeded there, but you got to see that Superior Heights is crowding that box. They have 8 kids out there, so if they spread that ball out and get somebody to the wide side of the field there, you know.
Yeah, that's why I love that play call to Gage Pine on the screen pass, right? You're getting that ball to the outside quickly, and then you're forcing all those linebackers that are staying inside the box for the Steelhawks to have to collapse to the outside, and you're obviously just automatically going to get about 5 or 6 yards because they have to get out there, right? So
Yeah, you got Yusuf Shafraz here getting ready to make the kick. Got a good kick away. Fielded by number 50.
whoa,
Can't see the number, but tackled by number 8, Landon Bello. Number 55 for Superior Heights running that ball back, Simon McLean.
yeah, McLean hit Bello, and they both collided with each other. I think going the same speed. You love to see a good tackle there, and Landon Bello standing his ground. Hard contact is just awesome in junior football.
Yeah, for sure. So
See what Nick Joseph could do here on offense for the Steelhawks. Couple missed throws so far this game. I'd like to see him get in that rhythm because we've seen him throw the ball in the past, and he's looked good. So good credit to this White Pines defense. They've done a good job.
yeah. Hand off to number 14. Eli Clowater breaks a few tackles and brought down by number 99 for the White Pines Wolverines, Brody Marchand.
Good job there by the referees to not call a horse collar tackle. Marchand had it on the shoulder pad, and it looked like, obviously, whenever you see that jersey extend a little bit, it can always be a little sketchy. So good job by the officials to see that it wasn't on the nameplate.
Yeah, shoulder pads are fine. Just you can't get inside that collar, right? So.
Exactly. Good carry there by Clowater to get up into that second level.
Hand off again to number 22. Riker Gibbs. Marchand with another tackle up the middle.
Another carry by Riker Gibbs makes it a first down.
So Superior Heights starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm here running the ball, and White Pines looking for a few answers on the defensive line.
Offense is all about rhythm, right, Ray? As soon as you get into a flow of the game, that's when you can become deadly. And that's when you can start mixing things up and using your play action as a part of your offense, right? So get a flow on the ground, and then you can open up that left-hand rollout for Nick Joseph.
Yeah, and there he rolls out to his right. He's got somebody in front of him. He's electing to hold the ball and ran out of bounds, unfortunately, on his own accord. Tried to give it the old shimmy shake there and didn't he was heading for the sideline and decided to stay in. So
I love that play by Nick Joseph. As you're scrolling to your right, you got two guys down the field, right? You got two guys, and you elect to just use them as blockers instead of throwing it out and letting your guy take a big hit. I thought that was terrific.
So it's going to bring them all the way down to the 7-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal here with 9:46 to play in the second quarter.
Still no Noah Session.
Hand off to number 14. And looks like he's in for the touchdown. Number 14, Eli Clowater again for another touchdown. It's not the first one we've seen from him this year. It won't be the last.
Nope. Good job there by Eli Clowater to take it to the right, and then, hey, see, he saw the blue grass in the end zone, takes it to his left, and gives the Steelhawks a 6-0 lead here, pending the extra point.
Looks like Spear Heights is electing to
they're
go
going
for
for
2 points as opposed to 1. Joseph under center.
We were going for 2.
And he overthrows his receiver by a significant amount, and it falls incomplete. So 6-0 is the score. 9:36 in the second quarter.
Good job by Pines there not to allow the 2 point by the Steelhawks. And Nick Joseph, he had him on, I think it was a slant. It looked like he kind of settled down his route instead of going. So, I mean, he still overthrew him. So I don't think that it would have made a huge difference. But nonetheless, good job by Pines. And now you get a chance to come back out on offense and tie this football game.
So referee Fitzpatrick running the ball down, getting ready for kickoff. White Pines will have to regroup a little bit, get their kickoff team rolling. Looking for, obviously, Landon Bello to get free a little bit, and you know, maybe they're going to get Yusuf Safraz on out on the some handle on the ball. I know he's handling the kicking duties, but you know that young man was a gym rat. I coached at White Pines last year, senior basketball, and he was always in the gym wanting to help out, and he was only in grade 8 last year, and he was around the gym all the time, just asking questions and trying to learn, and you know, you can see that it's flowing into football now. His older brother's on the senior football team. I coached his older brother as well on the senior basketball team, but he was a gym rat and wanting to just excelling, and you could see that he's got the athletic talent, right? So
It's a tremendous habit to get into early on, right? Being around the gym, wanting to work out, wanting to get better, right? So it just creates great work ethic in general, and then that applies to different things in life. So good on him.
So number 24 will kick off for the Superior Heights, Bryden Wooten. Looks like referee Fitzpatrick had not blown the whistle in for play. Looks like Superior Heights adjusting their line because it would look like potentially he was trying for a chip shot there.
It did look like that way. So Pines now creeping in a little bit.
See if Coach Klooster sticks with the chip shot or they pounds it deep. Looks like a deep pound. Handled easily by the White Pines return guy. Can't see who it was.
Blake Hopkins.
Blake Hopkins, tackled by number 55 for Superior Heights.
We've called Simon
McLean.
Simon McLean's been all around the special teams so far in this game, and nice job there by Blake Hopkins not to bobble that football off the kick. And
yeah, he fielded that pretty clean. He's just a little fella, but lots of heart there for sure.
Yeah, not going down after first contact as well. Things you love to see in a young junior football player, right?
Yeah, and you got to keep in mind too, two of White Pines' best players are unavailable currently, and you know they got their big Landon Bell. Sorry, I think it's Lane Sayers. He is out with his with a knee injury, hoping to be back maybe within the next game or two. And I forget. So we got a quick timeout here with 9:23 to play. We're going to send it to the booth for a brief timeout.
5.
Okay, after that brief timeout, Coach Scott Reum for the White Pines Wolverines, offensive coordinator, down to give his charges some game planning here. See if it'll make a bit of a difference.
Look at all those guys.
Yeah,
in the line
Superior
of
Heights are loading the box. If they can get out wide, there's nothing up the middle. And so run by, looks like quarterback Seamus Cochran again. I didn't see who was in on the tackle, but
Short run. Good for 4 or
Good
5
gain.
yards.
I thought originally when Cochran took that football, he was just going into a steel wall of Steelhawks.
I think there was 75, Riley Thomason with the tackle. White Pines making a substitution here. Trying to keep all their players fresh. They got a lot of kids going both ways. Especially with the 2 injuries to their 2 star players, so.
Yeah, and that comes into play later on in the football game too, right? You're just feeling the exhaustion of playing both sides, so it'd be, looks like a little bit of movement.
Time count violation. That'll back White Pines up.
Well, that was a pretty quick one.
Yeah, I don't know if they took too long in the huddle or whatnot, but
Well, they were making that substitution, so it's going to back them up 5 yards.
I think we just heard someone.
Yeah, that was, I know who that was. I know that voice. That was Coach Bazwa indicating to his players, you guys got to be faster out of the huddle, so, which is very valid. So that you avoid those kind of penalties, right? So I'm not sure. His receivers are not on path with where he's going. They're outrunning. They look like they ran 2 verticals instead of one supposed to run a stop there. So
Yeah, just a little smash concept, and it looked like someone didn't run the right route. They both ran verticals, like you said, and I like the anticipation there by Cochran, as that the curl would have been open. It would have 100% been open if he just turned around. So if you're Cochran, keep doing the same thing. He set his feet there, made a good throw. So
3rd and 12 for the
just got to get on
Wolverines.
that same page as your receivers.
yeah, they need to hustle up again. They're going to get caught for another time count violation. So the equipment adjust there, helping his fellow player out.
Pass going down
Oh,
field.
there's a flag. There's a couple of flags here, so I think that's one's going to be pass interference.
We have a
I don't know what
flag
referee
early
Chow
and a
threw his
flag
for
at the end
yet,
of the play.
but we're going to find out. But
Yeah.
that was definitely 15 for passing interference.
Yeah, that one.
We had a whole handful of jersey. We seen on that one.
Yeah, that first flag at the 50, that came out right away as soon as that ball was snapped. So I'm not quite sure what referee Chow saw, but definitely pass interference there towards the end of the play. That was horse collar. Sounds like.
We're not sure what's going on here, so we're going to wait
Here
for
it is.
referee Fitzpatrick. Pass interference against Superior Heights.
So we have a mouth guard warning and a pass interference call.
That's that'll.
That'll be a
First down.
15-yard penalty. It's first down.
So we have first down here. That's a significant pass interference. They grabbed a whole handful of jersey, and you can't impede the. You know, it looked like Gage Pine was trying to make a break up the field, and he would have actually, the ball would have been overthrown based on the view that we had up here. So.
Oh yeah, we had a terrific view of it, and that was going over his head. So good job there by Pine, even just to go down with the jersey and give your team a free 15.
Agreed. Quick run up the middle here. Good for about 3 yards, 4 yards.
Nice little off tackle
Host of
run.
defenders.
3-4 yards.
Number 6 in on the tackle as well for Michael Bishop again. That we had that noise. We've not noise, sorry, we've had that name. Wow.
Tongue
It's-
twister.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Good run there by Seamus Cochran to keep moving his feet even after Bishop kind of grabbed the hold of him. So I love seeing that, especially in junior football, especially when contact's made, those young guns keep turning their feet and keep moving it, because that's going to set them up super well for when they play senior football.
Right, for sure. So back from the gun again.
Oh,
Handoff. He was met big time by number 6, Michael Bishop again. So
what a terrific play by Michael Bishop.
yeah, that line has got to give him more opportunity than that. So there's some blocks not being made properly, and it's causing them to stall in this drive. So we're going to be, that's a loss of about 6 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
That was a loud whack by Michael Bishop as he came off the left side of that line, and you're right, no one touched him. It was just him. It was just him and Caden Eder, and Bishop won that battle. I can't really blame Eder when Bishop had a head full of steam.
Oh, he fumbled the ball and was covered
Hopkins is in, he drops it.
by number 75 for Superior Heights.
75, Thomas Riley.
Thomas Riley with another tackle and a ball recovery. He just didn't get that ball put in. You know, when you were a former quarterback, and when that running back's got to give you the pocket to put it in, you got to get it jammed right in there. And I'm not sure if when he gave it to him, it was kind of high on the shoulder pad, and he wasn't able to clamp down on it. But
it's one of those plays that's so difficult to see who's actually to blame for it, right? Because nonetheless, the ball's on the ground. One of you screwed up, if not both. So things to learn on, things to work on, and again, young White Pines team.
yeah, very young. A lot of grade 9s. So Nick Joseph airing it out, overthrowing his intended receiver, number 24, Bryden Wooten, covered by number 29, Caden Eder.
Bryden Wooten, when he first started this route, you can see it on the replay here. He slowed down. He slowed down right at the beginning of the route and then tried to pick it up again when he saw Nick Joseph looking at him right there.
Yeah.
And just that screws up the whole timing as a quarterback, right? Because you're planning on, as soon as you see him start sprinting, as if that was the entire way. So overthrown a little bit there by Nick Joseph. And
Back under center here with 5:27 to go. Fake handoff being pursued by number 55, Lucas Evans, and he elects to throw it, and it was incomplete. Coverage by number 13, Gage Pine. Intended target looked like number 12,
Excellent
Finn Laxo.
Excellent work there by Lucas Evans to keep his eyes on Nick Joseph and realizing that he was keeping that, and he kept his contain, and then good pursuit to get him to make an errant throw and set up 3rd and long here.
5:14 counting down here in the second quarter. And we got 3rd and 10 for Superior Heights on the White Pines 35-yard line. Joseph back to pass, aired another one out, and picked off by number 29, Caden Eder. Bouncing around, making some room. He's got some headway.
Passed out, intercepted by Caden Eder.
Caden Eder with a 25-yard pickoff.
This White Pines team has done a really nice job today at pressuring Nick Joseph in the backfield, so I'm going to give the credit to the defensive line, and then terrific catch there by Caden Eder, tracking that over his shoulder and then making some plays after the catch.
Yeah, I got to say that's almost 25-yard return. So, you know, if it was wasn't for the saving tackle there from their wide receiver that scrambled to get back, that would have been, he might have got some more daylight there, might even made it to half. So,
no, I'm really impressed with this Pines defense so far to start this game. They've come out prepared.
The hands on Caden Eder to catch that over his shoulder as a defensive back, it was like they were throwing the ball to him. Fantastic catch for that young man.
We see a lot in junior football, right? These young receivers and cornerbacks, to be fair, catching the ball with their body. Even if it's a play where they can try to catch it with their hands, they try to almost jump up and catch it in their body. So love to see a good, strong hands catch. Look at all those Steelhawks at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're all blitzing. He's got his receiver. Oh! Had he thrown that to the sideline a little bit further, he had Landon Bello wide open, streaking down.
Well, I don't even think on our camera we had a Steelhawk in the vicinity of Bello, and I don't think we, at all. It was a perfect play call, great pass protection here by this White Pines line as it let Seamus Cochran deliver a throw without any pressure. So, and they brought the blitz, so super close chance there for the Wolverines and something to build off.
Yeah, you know what they're giving? They're giving. Oh my goodness, they're giving Seamus Cochran the time to throw the ball, and if he really steps into one of those and catches his receiver in stride, that's handoff here to Eder again. Unfortunately, he was met by 2 defenders Looks like number 40, Dominic Ryan, making his presence in the game shown.
Tackle for a short loss.
Yeah, there's Dominic Ryan. First time we've called his name, and normally we're basically rapping about him in the booth.
Yeah,
here.
well, if you give credit to Coach Klooster, you know they're a veteran team, and he's giving his players an opportunity to play and not having all the starters in there. So he's got some starters in, and he's blending them in, and that's how you develop kids, right? And that's what this whole junior program is all about, giving them opportunities.
For sure.
So 3rd down and 11. Great catch by number 8, Landon Bello, streaking down the field.
Pass to Landon Bello is complete. He does a stutter step to avoid a tackle.
Oh my.
34, 33-yard pass and go.
35 yards downfield before being taken down by
Terrific catch.
Number 2, Anthony Charters with the tackle on that one.
What a good. We were just talking about receivers in junior football using their stomachs as a play to catch the football, but Bellows extends his hands to catch it in front of the defender and then slip by him, and then a fantastic run after the catch right there as Dominic Ryan, one of the best defenders for the Steelhawks, was in pursuit of Landon Bello, and he nasty little stutter step to slow him down and then accelerate. So terrific play there for the Wolverines, setting them up in opposing field position.
Cochran trying to run up the middle.
Seamus Cochran with the run up the middle, number 5.
Almost broke free.
Riley Maj with the tackle.
Looks like he's a little banged up there, grabbing his wrist.
D'Angelo was the first one there to hold him back, and the rest of the Steelhawks come through.
So 2nd down and 10, 2:34 here.
Second
Left to
and
go
10
in the
by
2nd
Grimes.
quarter. Or basically first half. Caught it calling it, or sorry, Seamus Cochran calling his own name. Looks like he got
Cochran
about
took that
4
before
yards.
being taken down by Riley Madge.
Riley Maj again on a tackle. That's his 4th one of the evening.
I love the offense right now that the Wolverines are running out of the gun. I love out of the gun. And they're using it as a little bit quarterback design runs, and they're tossing it on the edge to Eater. And then they're allowing Seamus Cochran to use his arm, which has clearly been a strength of his so far, and delivering some good balls, and his receivers are making some plays. So it's fun to watch right now, and
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
enjoying it a lot.
So 3rd down and about 5 yards to go here. Oh,
A little bit of movement, lots of flags.
lots of movement here. So I'm really not sure who jumped first on that one. To me, it looked like the Superior Heights player was in the neutral zone, and then the White Pines player jumped as well. But I guess I'm seeing it wrong. Procedure against White Pines, so that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, I thought number 44 for Pines moved a little bit. It's got a little bit giddy in his stance, and then I guess they must have saw him too, even though it looked like they both kind of came across at the same time. So obviously you give the benefit to the offense on making the initial movement normally. So set them up here for 3rd and long, and I imagine we're going to see Cochran air this out.
Oh, Max McCool with a strong play for Superior Heights, batting that ball down.
Yeah, Max McCool right there did not look at his receiver that he was guarding and just kept his eyes right on Seamus Cochran and almost jumped it for 6. So great play to knock it down and set your team up with a chance to get off the football field here on 4th and long.
So, minute 45, 4th down, obviously. Low snap. Oh, intended receiver was number, I can't tell, number 18, Landon Davidson, and broken up.
Davidson, the intended target.
Yeah, Landon Davidson kind of came a little bit of a DB himself right there on Anthony Charters. As that ball was to Anthony Charters more than it was to Davidson, just a little bit overthrown. That was Seamus Cochran's 11th throw of the half in junior football. When's the last time you've seen 11 pass attempts?
Well, I've seen it a few times, but it's just, you have to when you're building your offense, if you don't have that, stud running back that you're going to depend on for 10 or 15 carries a game, and you have to utilize what you have available, right? And
I'm going to give credit to this White Pines offensive line. They've done a terrific job this game.
yeah, especially with the amount of people that are in the box. So.
Coldwater with a nice little run, refuses to go down, gets across the 45.
Clowater with the carry, and looked like 99 for the White Pines Wolverines. Brody Marchand with another tackle.
Yeah, you've called his name a couple times tonight, making some hit sticks there for the White Pines defense.
With the eventual stop.
And you're right, a bunch of people in the box so far for the Steelhawks, so very impressive early on.
So 1:30 to go here in the first half. Second and 4 for Superior Heights. Quick handoff up the middle. Tackled by number 94 and number 44 for White Pines.
Gibbs again.
Clowater with another short run.
Clowater had the carry there. I couldn't see him. He was sandwiched between a couple of runners. So it's enough for a first down. He managed that.
I believe that was Riker Gibbs, actually.
Well, Riker Gibbs is not in the backfield, so.
Yeah, there he is.
Joseph back on that one. Trying to flare that one out. He's going to get nowhere. Driven out of bound by number 13, Gage Pine.
Yeah. Trying to get Nick Joseph into a little bit of a rhythm right here. Just a nice quick little swing pass to Riker Gibbs, but great job by the Pines defense to swarm, recognize where it was going, and getting him for a loss.
So, time winding down here for a minute to go here at the 50-second mark. Second down and 12 for the Superior Heights team. Handoff up the middle to number 14, Eli Clowater, able to get himself about 7.
4 yards before being brought down.
Sorry, 4 yards. My mistake.
Max Nolan with the tackle.
Max Nolan, there he is. Another tackle from Max.
Clowater's lucky to have hold on to that football.
That's his 5th on the night.
Looks like timeout.
Looks like a timeout's been called. We're going to send it to the booth for a brief timeout. Nick Joseph back to pass, airing it out. He's got somebody wide open, and unfortunately he overthrew him by just a little bit. Just out of the reach of Bryden Wooten. Great coverage by number 13, Gage Pine. And I believe, oh, can't see him now. He's turning sideways. Is that a 5? And we have no number 5, so.
That was one of my favorite throws from Nick Joseph so far tonight. That was a good 3-step drop, got into that throw and just missed him on the outside. So these throws are getting better as the game progresses right now for Nick Joseph.
4th down, special teams out.
Punt team back on first. Good kick here. Looks like it's going to get out of bounds before Shafraz can cover it. Oh, and he does. He makes a great return on that. Trying to go somewhere, but he's all wrapped up by number 6, Michael Bishop for Superior Heights. Gets him right down at the 5-yard line.
A little bit of a gang tackle.
Yeah, Michael Bishop
First and 10,
staying in his lane on the
Washington,
coverage, right? It's always important on kickoff coverage to make sure that you're going down in your lane and not letting anyone bounce it to the outside. So,
Yeah, that was his 5th tackle of the night for Michael Bishop.
yeah, fantastic player for the Steelhawks. It's all over the field. So, this is going to be 18 seconds left here for Pines. I imagine they're just going to want to keep this.
Yeah, I think they're just going to try. I bet you see a couple of runs by Seamus.
Do not give the ball back to the Steelhawks here.
No, you don't want to turn over down this deep in your end zone for sure. So,
No, and they're going to start with the football next half too, right? So, plenty of chances to come back in this football game.
just like I called it, Seamus Cochran down in the middle, tackled by a couple of
up the middle.
Superior Heights
Little or no
defenders.
gain.
That's a timeout there by Superior.
Big number 75 for Riley Thomas, making another tackle for Superior Heights.
Superior's going to use all their timeouts here to try to get them to force Pines to punt this ball or even take a safety. So,
Yeah, I think they're just giving some instruction here. Coach Baswa and Coach Rayum running down and giving some, telling them. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to run one out a little bit wide, seeing if they can break it and eat up some more clock.
exactly. First down, you eat this whole clock here, right? So, important play here. The nice thing is in the junior league, it's 4 downs as well, so you got 2 extra chances to kill clock.
Agreed. So, see what Coach Rayum has got cooked up for his offense here. All right, referee Fitzpatrick getting ready to whistle this in for play.
Look at coaches run off the field. Love the hustle.
You got to preach what you got to do what you preach, right? So
Absolutely.
another handoff up the middle with a big strong run and a first down for Seamus Cochran. Looks like he got about 13 on that one.
Running right up the middle for just over 10 yards and first down.
I can't see who's pinned down for number 80 for Superior Heights, Damon Sharp, making his first tackle of the evening.
Well, Ray, you called it. Couple runs there to Seamus Cochran. They bounce one for a first. He explodes up for a first down. That's going to end the half here after I assume either a knee or a run from the Wolverines.
Yeah, this will be the last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty.
Well, Seamus Cochran's in the gun.
That doesn't mean he's not going to run.
No, it does not.
Oh, and he is passing it. Oh, great opportunity for Gage Pine to pull it in, but he was unable. So that's going to take us to the half, and we'll see you back here, folks, in about 10 minutes. Welcome back to the second half of high school junior football. Number 24 for the Superior Heights, Braden Wooden, getting ready to kick off to the White Pines Wolverines. A little chip shot and handled nicely by number 44, Braden Busno. Tackled referee Chow, thinking that was an unnecessary tackle. He was already a downed opponent, so I'm going to guess that that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that was, looked like that was knocked down by number 9, Cade Jones.
Nice job there by Busno, just falling on it, making sure he's not, that football isn't going anywhere, and then he's going to draw a little bit of a penalty here too to get a little bit of extra yardage for Seamus Cochran and this Wolverines offense.
We get it, Rodney, we get it.
Referee Chow indicating having a conversation with referee Fitzpatrick. And it'll be rough play is the call against Superior Heights.
Against Superior Heights. That'll back them
And
up.
that'll give them another 15-yard advantage from the point of return. Got your penalties?
Oh, you know I got my penalties.
All right. So, brief kickoff. That apparently it only took 2 seconds for that to happen. So, fastest 2 seconds in the West. So, first and 10 from the 42-yard line of the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Seamus Cochran back in the gun. Keeping it himself. Trying to get somewhere.
Cochran takes it, gets close to the...
Looks like he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, they're running that. You see the Buffalo Bills do that a lot, where they use Josh Allen as almost the lead back, and they just send their running back, who's basically the lead blocker, who's the fullback, into a gap and just following him. So we've seen it multiple times tonight already for this Wolverines team, as they've run most of their offense tonight out of the shotgun.
Yeah, you see a lot of college teams do it all the time, so it's not like it's something new, right? They're not inventing the wheel here, so.
No. I follow more NFL than college.
Second down and 9. Another strong run.
Again gets a couple of good yards. Michael Bishop first one there.
Michael Bishop again making another tackle.
That was a loud hit. He hit Cochran hard.
Cochran had his shoulders down there. He was square to the line running through, so looked like he got 1, 2, 3 yards more. So third down and 6.
Bishop just does such a good job with his eyes, right? Like, he's on the edge. He's realizing, hey, this is going. So he slips away from that contained block and hit Cochran pretty hard.
Pass. Connected. And then tackled. Connected to Landon Bello.
Nice pass.
Tackled by Bishop again. I think if I'm...
Bishop inside of the playing tag team for the tackle. I believe it'll be 4th and about 3.
Yeah, that was a nice play there.
4th down and 3.
Good throw by Cochran, and we've seen a couple really nice, strong hand catches so far in this game by Landon Bello. I've been really impressed.
Seamus Cochran, unfortunately, not getting anywhere.
Some blocks, line collapses.
Lots of bodies here in this pile. Looks like big number 75 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Thomas Riley making another tackle.
Good penetration here by the Steelhawks defensive line as they came in and they knew the play call and stonewalled them for no gain and turning the ball over. So now if you're Nick Joseph, your defense gets you on the field, return the favor. Go down and put some points up for them and give them a little bit more of a cushion here.
Yep. Looks like Superior Heights is sticking with their same offensive players. First down from their own 34-yard line.
Now Superior Heights from their own 34-yard line. Flags come out immediately.
The old freeze call, trying to get a free 5 yards, and that means they're not watching the ball. So that was something I went over with them on when I had them when I went down to volunteer out for a day.
36. We don't have the number, but number 36 hitting his helmet, knowing he did jump, and I mean, a coach could tell you like you gotta watch that and you can't do that, and he knows it, right? Like
Yeah.
you're when you make a mistake like that. So 1st and 5 here for the Steelhawks.
Handoff up the middle. Number 14, Clowater with another tackle. Tackled by number 26, Yusuf Shafraz.
Yeah, Eli Clowater's really gotten going on the ground here his past couple carries, as he's averaging over 5 yards over his last 6 carries. So nice work for him, and good job by the big boys up front to create some lanes for him to elevate and get into the secondary.
So first down and 10 from the 50. Handoff to number 22, Riker Gibbs.
Gibbs with another good hard run right up the middle.
Tackled by number 99, Brody Marchand. That's Brody's 6th tackle of the game.
Yeah, he's been kind of the main force for this Wolverines run defense so far in this football game, as he's clogging up the middle and making initial contact with the runners that are touching the football for the Steelhawks. So nice work there by Brody.
Okay, Nick Joseph under center. Oh, and it looks like number 52 is making his first appearance of the game. No decision.
No decision once again.
Well,
good. He got. Looks like he got right enough to the line of scrimmage, +1. So first down.
Well, we wondered when it was time for him to get in this football game, and I'm guessing the Steelhawks have realized that this White Pines team is gritty and they're staying around in this football game, so they put in Lesession in the game to hopefully generate some more offense for the Steelhawks.
I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Klooster over there for, letting his backups play some reps and learn how to play the game. So tackle here by number 13.
Clowater gets around the end.
Gage Pine.
13 and 55.
Clowater with the carry.
Lucas Evans with the tackle.
Good for 4 yards.
Maybe 6.
Good job there by Gage Pine, coming out from that corner spot, recognizing that it's going to be a little sweep to the outside and staying in his lane, and hits Clowater for a good tackle. We've seen Gage Pine overplaying receiver too, so one of those guys that has played on both sides of the football, like you were talking about.
Yep, Nick Joseph under center here. Handoff to Lecision, breaking his way through. Wrapped up by number 94, Max Nolan.
Max Nolan with the tackle.
Yeah, you can see the vision when Noah Lecision touches the football. He knows where he's going, and then he's keeping his eyes downfield and finding every little gap that he can find to. And he's so big and powerful that you need to hit him right away before he gets that head full of steam.
Yeah, he's a grade 10, and he understands the game, and he's had a full year to encompass everything. There's another handoff here to number 14. Eli Clowater seems to be the feature back. Tackled.
Another decent little run.
by
number 99, Brody Marchand.
Clowater's doing a good job of being patient and recognizing where the holes are in his offensive line and kind of just slipping through, not necessarily hitting it at full speed, and then as soon as he gets past that hole, then he starts to accelerate and get down the football field. So nice job there by Eli Clowater, and be second and about 2 here. Got him again.
Oh, they got him again for a free 5 first down. That's going to drive Coach Baswell crazy. Watch the ball. That's what they got to just watch. You're not listening for cadence. You're watching the ball. That was a rule I had. You ran laps if you got caught doing not watching the ball move.
Yeah, I think there was about three or four guys that jumped right there for White Pines, so it wasn't.
Oh, well, once one jumps, it's it's like dominoes. You just tap one and 3 of them roll over, right? So
That's funny.
1st and 10. Okay, we're going to send this to the booth for a brief timeout. Okay, folks, we're back after that brief timeout. Coach DePasquale on to help out the defensive line and give some orders and instructions. Quick handoff here to Lecision back on the field. Breaking tackles, tackled by number 8, Landon Bello. He's still fighting his way down, all the way down to it looks like about the 3-yard line.
Get into the red zone, he takes it somewhere inside the 5.
Yeah, big powerful run there by Noah Lecision, getting down to about the 4-yard line. So this run game has really found a level here for the Steelhawks so far this second half. And definitely helps when you put a Noah Lecision into the game.
Oh, 100%. And after Riker. And he's in for a touchdown.
Superior Heights.
You could hear the White Pines defensive line yelling, "Watch the ball," as they were snapping that
Hey,
football.
you know what? I yelled that a lot. I think that might be the most repeated line as a defensive coordinator or D-line coach that's ever said. So that's a 12-0 lead here for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Going for two to try and make it a 14-point lead. Faked it out. Joseph trying to get out, and he's pushed out of bounds.
And he's in for 2.
And I guess he made it inside the pylon. So that makes it a 14-0 lead for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Late here in the third quarter, so 4:44 to play.
Nice job there by Nick Joseph, realizing Gage Pine had that outside pass locked up and using his legs to get inside the pylon for 2. And great run there by Riker Gibbs, kind of following his blocks and keeping his feet moving, even when he kind of did get stonewalled a little bit by that Pines defense and push forward for 6. So great drive there by the Steelhawks, really utilizing multiple ball carriers that drive. And
while we're in this little spot, let's give a shout out to our corporate sponsors, Algoma Thunderbird Athletics, Huron Superior District Catholic School Board, Freeze Frame Photography by Bob Davies, Algoma District School Board, Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, the NCC Pro Shop, the J Team of Joanne and Jason at Century 21, Culligan, Sault Ste. Marie, O'Sullivan Funeral Home, and True North Radio.
thank you, sponsors.
Yeah, giving us an opportunity up here and be able to bring it to you down wherever you might be. So let's see what Coach Kluster's got dialed up here. Maybe another chip shot, or he's going to pound it deep. They do have their 14-point lead, so.
I imagine we're going to see this kick pretty hard and far here, just because White Pines was ready for the last little quick kick. And
they do have everybody up here, so. Kick is deep. Number 9, Blake Hopkins back to pick it up and scoop it up. Got himself out of bounds before he was hit. So it looks like Superior Heights has got the ball down, and White Pines will take over here.
First and 10, White Pines.
First and 10 from the, as soon as referee Jordine spots it, from the 26 of White Pines side of the field.
Yeah,
from the White Pines 26-yard line.
that was a good play there by Hopkins to take that ball off the bounce, as Gavin Enwhistle was coming in hot from the kickoff. So good job to evade one, just get up out of bounds, don't turn that ball over, and give your offense a chance to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the starters for Superior Heights start to fill back in. I see Dom Ryan out there, and he's making he made a lot of tackles for them last week, and you know, I expect to see a few tackles out of him, and along with Simon McLean's been making a few. So. Quick pass out through the wickets of number 13, Gage Pine.
Through his hands.
Yeah, the way to beat these linebackers of the Steelhawks, who, like you said, we have Michael Bishop and we have Dominic Ryan, two of the most prolific hitters for that team. Get the ball out wide, make them chase towards the boundary and get up the field, get some blockers out in front. So I like the play call again, trying to get Gage Pine in space, but just through the hands, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to take, you know, it's a building process for White Pines. young team, and they're all learning. But I tell you, I'm impressed. They put a lot of effort in, and you know, you're not seeing a lot of foolish penalties other than the line jumps. But Brody, looks like Brody Busno with the run on the far side there.
Brody Busno trying to get away.
Trying to get away.
Tackling for a loss.
Tackle for a loss by
Damon Sharp.
number 80, Damon Sharp.
Nice pursuit there by Sharp to grab Busno, as couldn't get quite back to the line of scrimmage.
For White Pines.
And you're right, yeah, you're starting to see some of these starters for the Steelhawks to fill in. And White Pines has done a terrific job this game, making it competitive. They've done a good job pursuing the football. Their offensive line has been terrific the entire game. And like you said, like those little penalties, that's just junior football, right? Jumping when you hear the cadence. And
Nice pass. Short-armed, unfortunately. Intended target was Landon Bello on the far side there. So
Intended.
he's been Cochran's favorite target so far today with 3 catches.
Now set up fourth down.
yeah, now I think you're going to see Yusuf Shafraz come on to for the punt at 4th down. And again, I want to point out the fact that probably one of the best linemen in the league right now is not playing in this game today, Lane Sayers. And when he gets on, it's a difference maker. And I'm hoping they're going to get him back because he'll help things out. So looks like White Pines is elected to take a safety here, and instead of being pinned, but
White Pines concedes a safety. That's 2 points.
Yeah, not a bad call there at all. I mean, it's still going to be a 2-possession game, right? You're giving your defense a better chance to turn the ball over for you and create a better field position for your offense. So good call there by Coach Baswa.
Yeah, it's all learning, right? And that's part of the game. Why give them a short field to work on? And you can see that they're rolling their starters back in. There's Lecision, and there's a couple other players back on specials here. So, you know, you can't penalize your starters for not wanting to be on the field, and but you in turn you want to develop your players, right? So,
No, for sure. It's been a nice football game to watch in regards of we've seen multiple ball carriers, multiple people making impact plays, right? Like we were talking about it, right? So
yeah, it's all development though, right? And you know, I can't stress the fact that how many grade 9s are on that White Pines team that are out there. And this is their first year together. So if they can keep building on this and building on this, it's going to really make things differently. So Nick Joseph under center from their own 35-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Tries to hit the flare on the outside.
oh,
Pass is complete, and here comes the rain, folks. People are running for the booth.
Oh, that came out of nowhere.
It said we were going to get it, so everybody panicking. They're going. By the time everybody gets to where they're going to get to, they're going to be wet anyway. So.
Oh man.
Okay. First down here from the 52-yard line.
As the skies open up.
Oh, Max Nolan tried to throw Coldwater down and didn't get a hold of him. Looks like Gage Pine trying to wrestle him down, and eventually down. Not yet. It's like number 28 or 26. I can't see.
Davidson with the touchdown saving tackle.
26. 26. Shafraz again with a tackle.
Don't forget to keep the bench dry for the next person.
Nice run there by Clowater.
Yeah.
Slipping out maybe.
Tackled by number. I'm going to see who's getting up here. Number 26, Shafraz, making another tackle. He's really starting to come into his own here. We've had a little bit of a rain here, folks. Jump in and try to affect the game here. Lots of parents running for the bleachers.
I think a rain's a little bit of an understatement. This is pouring.
Well, they did say we were going to get it. It shouldn't last too long, but it's a little later than expected, 6:18. They said 6:30, so we'll see. Watch fumble. Recovered by number 55, Lucas Evans.
That is the weather coming into play right there. A little bit of a slippery snap and creating a turnover for White Pines right there. So maybe the rain is what the Wolverines needed to get back in this football game.
Yeah, the skies are definitely opening up here. Wow, that really came right out of nowhere, didn't it?
Oh, it didn't even start to spit. It just started downpouring. So
I don't think it's going to last too long, but I was looking at the weather forecast earlier. We thought we were going to get through it, and I didn't think we were. So
no, it's supposed to stop in 10 minutes.
yeah. Going to have a quick look at the map here. Yeah, it's just a small burst here. Shouldn't even last 10 minutes, folks. But needless to say, going to see a little bit of running out of the gun here by White Pines. Seamus Cochran, tackled by a host of defenders.
Good hard run by Seamus Cochran again out of the gun. And this is when gloves come off. If I'm a coach, I'm telling all my receivers, my quarterbacks, you take your gloves off. You
don't even get me started on the gloves. It's my opinion. Unless you're a receiver, you don't need gloves.
Exactly.
They watch too much TV and they watch too much college and football, and there's no point to a lineman wearing gloves.
No, and you see,
I just don't get it.
I see a glove on there for Seamus Cochran on the left hand.
Final play of the third quarter, barring a penalty.
Fake the end around, wrapped up by
Thrown dead, number 29. I believe it is the White Pines with Gary Feet-Eater.
Nice play there by, I believe he said number 29, Gabriel Cooper. Or Cooper Gabriel. No, Gabriel Cooper.
Gabriel.
I had it right. And
yeah, I can't see down there, so.
It was a nice play.
That's the end of the fourth. That's the end of the third quarter, so they're going to march us down, and we're going to get a bird's eye view here. But I'm not sure that was. I think 29 had the carry actually for White Pines.
Oh,
Caden Eater had the carry, and the tackle was made. I'm just trying to see his number when he turns. I think it was 27. Nathan Supa was able to make the tackle there.
Yeah, poor Caden Eater, who we saw make that great interception in the first half, has just not had nowhere to go on the ground so far tonight, as he's still trying to find his way past the line of scrimmage. And it's unfortunate when you're getting all these reverses and sweeps, right? You're starting about 3 yards back. And credit to the Superior Heights Steelhawks defense. They have done a good job of penetrating that line on the ground and stuffing the sweep game of the Wolverines.
Might want to pull your thing in. You're getting wet on the top side there, unfortunately. All right, so third down for the White Pines Wolverines. 3rd down and 13. Wouldn't hesitate to see them try and throw something up the slots here.
Yeah, 3rd and about 12. We've seen Seamus Cochran put this ball in the air a fair bit today. See if the weather.
We're getting a little rumble in the jungle up here. Oh, he had, wow. He had Landon Bello wide open again. You know what? That's something that you're going to have to watch for, because they've had that established a couple of times now. And if he can start to learn, more time with each other and getting to understand where he's going with the ball, man, that was a home run.
If you've seen it already through 3 times today they've had that same play, and they haven't connected on it yet. But if you're Superior, you got to be careful. This is only 16. This is a 16-point lead, 2-possession game. You let them connect with a ball like that, it gives them a ton of momentum and makes this game a way different game here late in the game. So they really got to be careful watching that sideline.
Yeah, I'm not sure maybe they take another safety here or not, but you don't want to give Superior Heights this much field. Yep, and that's what they're going to do. Concede the safety, so that'll be an 18-point lead for 18-0 is the score here with 11:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Superior Heights will take the ball back down on their end of the end zone at their own 35. So no sense giving monster field position up and giving them that opportunity, right? So.
No, for sure. Ray, what do you think of the rain? You a rain guy?
Yeah, when it's working for my lawn. I don't like getting wet. The only way I like getting wet is on the inside.
You don't like jumping in big puddles?
No, that stage pass. That happened a long time ago.
We were due for some rain. It hasn't rained in a bit here in Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, let it rain tomorrow.
True. Well, tomorrow's Saturday too.
I don't care what it does tomorrow. College football day, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, we do have Sioux College Day tomorrow too.
Yeah,
So
just to let you guys know, Sioux Sports will be one of the teams covering tomorrow for the Sioux College team. I'm not sure who they're playing. Maybe the boss can help chime in. Quinty, the Quinty Skyhawks will be making their trip down to Sault Ste. Marie tomorrow.
Cougars winning their end.
Clowater tackled quickly by number 55, Lucas Evans for White Pines.
That's Clowater's 14th carry of this football game, and he has been the featured back like you were talking about.
Yeah, he'll be pretty tired after this game with the amount of carries he's had, but you young fellas there still got lots of energy.
Speak for them, not for me.
Well, you're not exactly old.
No. Yeah.
And just like that, the rain's dissipating, folks, so.
There we go.
Back to pass, airing it out. Finally caught and connected for her with number 24, Bridie Wooten. Number 29, Caden Eder was in on the tackle.
We were waiting on that connection right there down the field. Terrific throw there by Nick Joseph.
Great throw. You know, he's been working on that one, and they've been trying to connect, and Bryden Wooten just had stopped his runs a couple times. It didn't flow that time. It was a nice, seamless run. He made it down there, but I'll tell you, Caden Eder was right in the right spot there to make another interception, and unfortunately, he didn't come down on it.
That's going to be a false start.
Yeah.
Thought I heard a timeout, but we'll find out what's going on.
No, it looks like well, they're going to have a discussion whether the timeout was called before the lineman jumped. We're going to get the official sign here from referee Fitzpatrick.
False start.
And the false start is
False start
against Superior Heights. It's going to move back to back 5 yards.
Just going back to that last big play, that was like Nick Joseph has tried that throw a couple times here tonight. And like you were saying, Wooten just kind of slowed down his route, but not that time. Got him right in stride. And
yeah, you know what? And with a wet ball that time, right? So now he's got a wet ball, and he threw that right on the numbers. Credit to him. Great throw. Oh, he's back out to pass again. His receiver's covered and deflected there by number 13, Gage Pine.
Yeah, nice play there by Gage Pine, recognizing the comeback route. Guzzo kind of sold it off a little bit early, and Pine stuck with him, and Joseph tried to fit that ball in a tight space.
Wow, that was a recipe for disaster there. That if he would have picked that off, there was literally nobody that would have caught him. He was on stride, and he would have been gone.
Yeah.
And it looks like 15 for the Steelhawks.
I imagine we're going to see
Second and 15.
no other session touch this football here.
And there it is, just like you called. Wrapped up, great tackle, a nice form tackle by number 6, Seamus Cochran. Doing it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Seamus Cochran. Like you said, a bunch of these Wolverines playing both sides of the football. We got the receiver playing cornerback, and we got big Seamus Cochran playing, looks like the nickel corner spot. So great job getting up there on the session, who is a powerful runner. Good, nice low tackle, keeping them 3rd and long here.
So, Joseph back to pass again, trying to hit somebody. And this one's not going to be caught. Oh, it is going to be caught. What another terrific catch by number 24, Bryden Wooten, and tackled by Eder. Wow. Back-to-back great throws by Nick Joseph. I didn't really think he was going to get to it, but he led him perfectly down the field, and they made that play happen.
That was a perfect touch ball right over Seamus Cochran, right into the lap of Bryden Wooten, setting up for a 1st and goal here for the Steelhawks. That was terrific.
You know, try and try again. It keeps working. So.
No, I like that they're keeping with it, right? Building Nick Joseph's confidence.
There's a fake hand off to Clowater, trying to get outside, wrapped up by Max Nolan.
Clearwater taken down by, I believe that was 94, Max Nolan. No, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a great play by Max Nolan, wrapping Clowater up and not letting him slip by him this time, as it looks like.
Injury timeout.
Okay, we got an injury timeout. We're going to send this up to the booth briefly. Okay, back after that brief injury timeout. Looked like young Clowater was able to get off the field on his own accord. Big Nicholas decision in the backfield here.
Riker Gibbs right beside him.
Or sorry, Noah decision, not Nick. Pass is faked out to him, and he was trying to hit Bryden Wooten again, but great coverage there by number 8, Landon Bello.
Bello with the coverage.
Yeah, Nick Joseph trying to end a perfect passing drive with a passing touchdown, just overshot Brian Wooten there, unfortunately. And you're right, great coverage there by Landon Bello, who is, again, was playing receiver this game and has been the favorite target of Seamus Cochran, who's also playing defense as well.
So 3rd down and 8 yards. Fake the handoff, another throw. Caught this time, and in for the touchdown is number 9, Cade Jones.
Cade Jones is in for the touchdown.
Definitely a little bit of deception there. I thought he was going back for his favorite receiver, and he passed the ball off, so it's going to put them up another touchdown. So that would be 24, and then barring the extra point, looks like they're going to go for 2 again. You know, I thought this might be a game where Coach Klooster actually practices his kicking game, because, you know, when you're in a game like this and having that opportunity, but he's electing not to. Fielding better success this way, so Joseph back to pass. Almost picked off by Landon Bello, so that's no good. And the score will remain 24-0 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks with 7:18 left to play here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we were talking about some guys touching the football who maybe don't normally touch the football, and Cade Jones first catch today, and it's a touchdown. So get your number called and you make the most out of it. That was a terrific block as well by Brian Wooten, who it was kind of the rub route, right? You got man coverage, you run a slant, you run a little out route, and you rub off the guy, and Cade Jones there, and good on Nick Joseph to put it right where he is.
You know, and I'm betting Coach Boswell is going to be telling his DB there when they get to, when they're watching a little bit of film after, he's going to tell him you need to fight through that block, right? When they're running their pattern, and it's a rub route, so, you know, but if they're impeding you, you got to sell that, right?
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Because the refs are looking for it, right? Especially if it is a slant and an out, they're looking for that blatant offensive pass interference, and you'll see it called sometimes. So if you're a defender, fight through it, make it obvious, and get that flag called.
Superior Heights will kick off. We got Hopkins. Looks like number 8.
So back deep we have.
Back for the Wolverines.
Looks like we have for White Pines, Blake Hopkins and Landon Bello back deep, along with Nyana Moore.
Get these guys the oxygen machine. They've been out the whole game.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a. Hopkins tried to field that live, but was able to recover it and then get tackled.
If we're talking about.
I'm not sure why he's flexing. You know what? If I'm a coach, then that's something I'm addressing. You just flexed because you tackled somebody that was half a foot shorter than you were, so. Make a good tackle, walk off the field, hit your teammate's hand, but don't flex. I'm not a big fan of that. And I'll call that out every night.
Yep, I agree with that.
Ryan with the tackle.
It was a terrific play by Dominic Ryan. Really, really good textbook tackle, but you're right. Just no need for extra showboating, especially being up 24.
Yeah, you're you know, and I know you're just fresh with Sault Ste. Marie sports, but we have a single A school with less than 650 people against a triple A school, and it shows there's 60 some kids on this compared to 28.
Yeah, we
over
got
here,
one.
right?
We got one sheet over here, and then a full sheet over there, right?
Yeah,
So
Cochran out to Gage Pine. Makes a strong run up the middle.
Pass and catch for the Wolverines.
good hands there from Gage Pine, taking off the receiver gloves. Good strong barehanded grab, and good job on Seamus Cochran to put that where it needed to be. Setting up for second and very manageable.
Number 27, Nathan Supa with the tackle.
Good for 8 yards. That's up
8 yards, second and 2 with 6:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, he was trying to hit Brody Busno. Just a little too high for Brody.
Third down.
Yeah, Busno did a good job there sitting down in that soft spot, and he had him for sure, just a little bit high, and Busno couldn't reel it in. So 3rd and 2. 2 down territory. Plenty of opportunities here to break out the playbook as a late substitution coming on here for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, you know what? And I know after talking with Brody's dad, this is his first year in football. He's really enjoying it. So, you know, his dad's a tremendous athlete. And if he can follow his footsteps, he's going to be really good for the White Pines team in the near future. So, Seamus Cochran with the run. And it looks like big number 75, Thomas Riley with another tackle.
Thomas Riley just generated, had a great jump off that ball right there, tackling him for a loss of 1 and setting up 4th down here.
Fourth down, 5:30 to go here. White Pines needs to hustle up their offense here.
Yeah, we were talking about being quick out of the huddle, hustling your spots as.
Yeah, look, if he hits Gage Pine right away, he's got an opportunity to get him the ball. And there it was. Oh, he's got to come back to the ball there, unfortunately. Landon Bello was running the route, and had he wheeled around there, would have got. I think he might have got an opportunity to get back to the ball.
Yep, just a little underthrown, and Bello didn't come back to it. And again, learning mistakes, and they'll watch it over in practice this week, and they'll see where they can improve on and tighten things up.
Yeah, for me, that's a look that you know, when I'm watching film with the quarterback, I'm going to be telling him, you know, you had Gage Pine out there for a first down, and you tried for the home run, and you know, he's going to have his reads, right? He's going to have 1, 2, and 3, and he's a new quarterback. He's learning the whole role here, but that was your first read, and you thought you had him open, but maybe you try and get the first down and then catch that one on the second time, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Of the Wolverines.
Joseph with another fake slash pent there.
He was looking for number 20.
It looked like Cooper
He was
Gaines.
trying to get a little ditch off here to Cooper Gaines. And that was well covered by the number 44 for the White Pines Wolverines, Brandon Busno.
Looked like Cooper Gaines slipped a little bit off the initial out route and just overthrown a little bit by Nick Joseph. So it'll be 2nd and long here for the Steelhawks.
Tried to get them. They didn't jump this time.
Clowater breaks one.
Clowater
Touchdown.
breaks a big one, and that's another
33
touchdown.
yards.
It's unfortunate. White Pines had been making some great defensive plays there. Clowater, how many carries is that for him tonight?
That is 16 carries, and he has 2
Wow.
touchdowns on the night. So Eli Clowater really doing a nice job filling that main back role for the Steelhawks and making the most out of it.
Well, you'd think that maybe you want to get one of your other running backs some touches here. I know Lecision's one of the big ones there, but you'd think that, and just because I said it earlier that maybe you want to try getting your kicks in here.
Wait till the ground's all slippy to get your kicks all sorted
so
out.
Clowater with the extra point. Did all the scoring on that play.
I mean, we were talking about, you were just saying about how getting some other guys involved. We saw Riker Gibbs involved heavily early on in this football game. But since the first half, he's only got 7 carries.
Yeah.
Right? He's only got 7 carries, and he had, I think, about 3 or 4 on the first drive. So they've kind of gone away from him and leaned more on Eli Clowater, who, to be fair, has given them no reason not to. He's been terrific today.
So, look at you hitting the light button for us here, shedding a little light on the situation.
Oh, yeah.
We got 4:28 left to play here, folks, in the junior game of the night. And don't forget to join us tonight at 7:30 for the senior game of the same 2 teams, White Pines against Superior Heights in the senior contest.
Really looking forward to that game. 2 very even teams going head to head.
Yeah, they had a whale of a game the last time we did their game, and hopefully the same one again tonight. Hopkins with the catch on the fly, getting himself free and tackled by, I can't see the number here.
Run gets close to the 35-yard line before being brought down.
By number 40, Dominic Ryan.
Yeah, I'm going to give some flowers to Blake Hopkins here in the kick return game. He's done a terrific job fielding some line drives at him with his hands and really doing a good job of not letting it rattle him, even if he did bobble it, right? So props to Blake Hopkins, and then also props to Landon Bello, who've done both of them have done a good job tonight on special teams.
All right, referee Fitzpatrick whistling the ball in for play here. With 4:15 to go. They need to hustle up here. He's blown it in.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet time in the huddle
They
here.
got too many players on the field.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout.
Yeah. They knew they were going to have a play called there. So.
Yeah, that one just took a little bit too much time right there, getting out of the huddle and late substitution. And
Coach Reum was noticing they were taking too long, and they were sending a player off the field, and they're still doing the count in the huddle here, trying to see who's. Do we have enough? Do we have too many? He's even asked the 2 water people that are on the team not able to play this evening to get out of the huddle, and looks like they've decided Jackson Klein was not needed on the field for this play. Okay, Coach Reum has given the troops the instruction. Be nice to see this White Pines team march down and at least get a point or 2.
yeah, their offense was doing well earlier on in this football game.
Look at the run here. He's still chugging his legs, still chugging. Landon Bello with a great run there.
Yeah, that was
I didn't get very far, but boy, he sure toughed it out.
Yeah, that's one of the nicer loss of 2-yard runs you're going to see. Like we were talking about earlier, just moving your legs even after initial contact. It caused a bunch of Steelhawks to try to come swarm and get him down. So good effort there by Landon Bello. Not giving up on the play.
Max Nolan running off late here.
He's been terrific on defense today. You've called his name a lot.
Yeah, he had a great game for sure. You know, we need to put some thought into our players of the game. So over the course of the next minute and a half or so.
I'll let you do White Pines, and I got Superior.
Absolutely. So number 18 with the carry here. Landon Davidson.
Bello gets his number called again. He gets about 4.
Gets 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
We got a flag on the far end of the field here coming in, so curious to see what that is.
We'll see what referee Fitzpatrick indicates. It's against Superior Heights, so this is going to definitely be to the advantage of White Pines. Referee Fitzpatrick giving the options so the player understands where they want, what they need to do with the ball. Rough play on Superior Heights.
Drop
15.
play against Superior Heights.
Horse collar tackle again.
That'll back them up 15 yards.
So that's a first down for White Pines. It's going to put them very close to the 50-yard line, I believe.
We've seen a couple rough plays by Superior today. That's their 4th one for 15 yards.
Well, that's, on the coaching staff, and I think it's Coach Harper over there. I'm sure he's going to clean that up for them. And, it's about wrapping up, right? And it's getting your underhooks and grabbing a hold of the cloth and wrapping up. And that's what you got to teach them.
3-minute warning, 1st and 10.
So 3-minute warning from referee
51-yard
Fitzpatrick.
line.
Fake handoff. Cochran keeps it himself.
Feels right up the
Great
middle.
run all the way down. That's going to be awful close to a first down.
Yardage.
Terrific run there by Shane Cochran. Really lowering his shoulder at the end of that run, getting an extra couple yards after contact. And I've loved the run game out of the shotgun so far today for the Wolverines. Even though they're losing, it's been a consistent 5 yards a carry from the shotgun. So
Yeah, we had Galati there in for the tackle for Superior Heights. Looks like nice catch there by
Excellent pass in the flat.
nice pass and catch for another first down.
Landon Davidson with the catch.
Landon Davidson with the catch, taken down by number 4,
Gallardo.
Felix Galarno. First time we've heard it said his name this evening on the tackle.
that was a nice play. We saw that play earlier on in this football game where Davidson didn't settle down. It was a little high. So this time
1st and 10 from the 35-yard
Cochran took his
line.
time.
Steelhawks.
Davidson settled down right where it needed to be for a gain of 13. So terrific pass and catch right there for the Wolverines.
Handoff up the middle to number 4,
And,
Corbin Lesage.
Lesage.
Looks like he's going to get about 3 or 4 on the carry. All right, maybe 2.
He scoots along for about 2 yards.
Nope, 3. All right. Measured it off for me. 2nd and 7 here with 2:14.
You hear that? Michael Bishop again,
Michael Bishop.
coming off the edge and making a good play in the run game.
That's his 7th tackle of the evening.
Unreal.
Direct snap to Cochran again. Bussing it through a bunch of tackles.
Cochran breaks it. One tackle.
Never saying no. He's got to be
down.
awful close based on the spot that we're seeing over here.
See where the spot is. He's close to first down yardage.
And they're holding up first down. So
Good hard run.
3 or 4 here. First downs for the White Pines Wolverines.
Hey, like you said, we wanted a drive here where they're going to go down and put some points up on the board at the end of this football game, and they're doing an excellent job mixing in some run and pass here and keeping Steelhawks a little discombobulated.
Coach Baswa signaling to his players. Snap is wide open. And touchdown! Landon Davidson.
Landon Davidson pulls it in. Beautiful pass from Cochran.
What a
Touchdown.
great pass from Cochran. Wow.
25 yards.
Terrific throw. I thought that was picked off, and it was just fit into that little window to Landon Davidson, and good job by him to reel that in and take it to the crib.
Yeah,
Put some points up on the board for the
yeah,
Wolverines.
it's great to see. Build some momentum, and Cochran's had himself a whale of a game, and I'm going to give my honorable mention here tonight to Seamus Cochran for just doing everything for his team, and not just that, but leading a little bit on defense too. So great for him. He had a great game, but I'm going to go with Max Nolan tonight. I think he had 8 tackles. He was strong in the interior, and
Oh, my.
2 points.
I'd like to give player of the game to both of them, but I didn't see Seamus there. He just made a 2-point convert. So 31-8. Great to see. So my honorable mention for player of the game would have been Seamus Cochran, and Matt Nolan was the player of the game for me tonight.
That was a terrific run right there on the 2-point conversion, slipping a couple tackles and then lowering his shoulders. We've seen him do a couple times here tonight to end a run. My honorable mention for the Superior Heights Steelhawks is going to be Nick Joseph. Nick Joseph in the pass game earlier on in the first half didn't quite get it, didn't quite get his rhythm, missed a couple throws that he could have had, and in the second half, he was terrific. He made more than half of his throws that he attempted, he even threw for a touchdown here late in the game. So honorable mention out to Nick Joseph, and then my player of the game is going to be Eli Clowater, who isn't normally the lead back for the Steelhawks, and he did a fantastic job today filling in for the lead back and as the bell cow today with 16 carries and 2 touchdowns. So
well, you know what, you don't see 16 carries coming too often in a junior game. But credit to him. I couldn't agree more with your picks. Like Clowater had the game, and he was definitely the player of the game. But here I said Seamus Cochran's doing everything, and I forgot to mention that he's doing the kickoffs too, right? So.
Yeah, we've seen him play a little bit of slot corner. He's played quarterback. He's the kicker. He's been a little bit of a Swiss Army knife for the Wolverines.
He definitely ran hard tonight, and if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have had a lot of the first downs that they had. But credit to the offensive line making some changes and getting the blocks up.
Ooh.
Oh, deflected it. If they jump on it. Wow, too many players standing around watching there. Coach Boswell will be bringing that up in film.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty nice kick here from Cochran. As it got a couple good bounces, and the Steelhawks had a hard time corralling that, and it just didn't look like a crazy amount of effort from the Gunners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a live football. You got to get down there and hop on it.
Looks like Superior Heights has got a couple of their starters in here just to close this game out with 1:14. I see Decision here in the backfield along with Clowater still, I think.
Little motion
Number 9, Cade Jones making a long run. And there's another handoff for Clowater.
Back to Clowater, he gets close to first down here.
They'll probably give him the first down here. That's if not inches.
Oh, I think he was a bit short. Second down, according to referee Hazelton.
So sorry, I said 17 carries. 16 carries. Make that 17.
A host of White Pine defenders in there, including number 38. That's the first I've called his name tonight. Hunter Hutchings.
Oh.
Clowater trying to bounce one to the outside. Grabbed a hold by the shirt there.
To the left. Grabbed by Caden Eder, brought down.
Caden Eder, another tackle.
12 yards in the first down.
Caden had a strong game today. That's 5 tackles for him tonight. White Pine subbing out some players. Down at the clock, a little bit extra playing time.
Yeah, I'd like to kneel this out if I'm Heights. Go out up top here and get out of here with a win.
He's down looking at the clock.
There we go.
That's 19 seconds. And they're letting the clock run.
Looks like it.
Yeah, he's going to keep it running. So credit to both teams tonight. Coach Klusser's team getting the win over Coach Boswell's White Pines Wolverines. Maybe we'll see a little reciprocal action tonight in the senior contest. So credit to all. Final score here at Superior Heights Field. John Wayne Fieldhouse, 31 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks and 8 for the White Pines Wolverines. Signing off for myself and Liam Mears. We'll see you at 7:30.